Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Marty and this is Kitty Litter Garage. 8 years ago, I was first exposed to a project that is the basis for the one hiding right behind me. I had seen other swaps before HRG's Crown Hick, but this was the first one that I thought that I could actually do. So, with no time to waste, let me uncover the very first project at Kitty Litter Garage, the 1964 Ford F100 short bed truck. When I first started to envision this project 3 or 4 years ago, I was looking for a 61 to 63 Ford unibody pickup. Unfortunately, those trucks are either extremely rusty or extremely expensive. So about 5 months ago, I picked up this 64 on Marketplace. It had been somebody's project and I'd gone through several owners prior to us finding it in the carport. One of the cool things one of the previous owners had done is install this Crown Vic front suspension. It also has an Explorer 8.8. It's all cool, but unfortunately, we're going a different route. It also came with these 20-inch modern wheels that just didn't fit the vibe of the truck. The truck itself is pretty much a shell. Everything had been taken out by previous owners, but its solid work counts, and it'll make taking this truck apart a lot easier. One place it's not solid is the bed. The lower quarters on both sides are completely rusted out, along with the bed floor. And they don't make replacement panels for these trucks. So I've been toying with the idea of buying a reproduction flare side bed. Unfortunately, that may be out of the budget, which leaves me the option of trying to find a relatively rust-free style side bed or a rust-free flare side bed. Both might be difficult down here in Florida. But we got time to make that decision. Let's get this project started. It seems that my microphone failed during this clip, so please bear with me with my voiceover. Now that I've removed the mud daubers and the rat nuggets from the cab, we can take the first good look at the floor. Years have really taken their toll. The metal is rusted through the floorboard and the cab bolt is missing. And there isn't much left of the passenger floor, but at least there's a bolt there, right? There's also a hole where the shifter was crudely installed and the other cab bolts look pretty rusty. Not to worry much, since the Aviator will be the floor of the new truck. I'm surprised that the seat wasn't bolted down, as I was expecting a big fight with the bolts. Let's roll it out and power wash it. Well, the wash definitely didn't knock any of the ugly off, but it does look a little bit better. Some of the paint peeled off during the process, so a little more rust was exposed. But hey, I've got a new hood sitting back in the corner for this, and I got another fender. The roof ended up showing it needs a little bit more work than I was hoping, but hey, it's a project, right? So most of the front end of this thing is kind of just hanging on here. So let's blow that off and get working on this. Like I had said previously, it had been taken apart by previous owners, and that made it really easy for me to take it apart. It had been mocked up here in the garage since I bought it, but it was kind of mocked up the same way when I picked it up. But it's a good place to start. You can see in here in the inner fenders, they're pretty good. Some lower rust. Not too bad on this side. Like I said, this thing is strong where it counts. Well, let's see if we can roll back and get the bed off this baby. Like the front, the bed's just sitting on the back of the truck too. So this should come off easy peasy. Much left of said bed. Quarters, ton of Bondo on these crappy repairs. So I don't think I'm going to be using this one. I'll have to find one that's a little bit better. It's going to be a chore though. So what we got back in here is that promised Explorer rear end. And let's see what they have for the tag. I see an L. Let's see, maybe it's the 373. I see. It does have the good 373. Somebody is going to really want to have this. We got the bed off, and I think it's a good time to stop for the evening. I'll get a little PB Blaster marinating on those cab mounts, and hopefully those bolts will come out without any problems. So if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and comment below. My name is Marty, and this is Kitty Litter Garage. Let's build something awesome.